40k views in 6 hours. Holy crap. I don't even think I got this good of numbers when Bannerlord released. So in episode 1, we started out with just a single county, and by the end of episode 1, we expanded to this entire thing of Chasm. And we got that done pretty quickly. We started at year 1066, and it's now 1074. So it only took us 6 years to expand this much, which is pretty quick, I think. After capturing quite a bit of territory up here, we now control a majority of the territory belonging to the Ostiak culture, and we're now the culture head. Being that we're the culture head, we get to give a huge boost to whatever tech we want, and we're going for Forest Wardens. These are an improved version of archers, and they have more damage, and they do more damage in taiga by quite a bit, and in forest. Without the tech boost, we're going to discover this tech in 513 years. With a tech boost though, we're going to discover it in 78.
Changing the culture is a tall order.
This can be boosted even more if we increase our learning, and what I'm thinking is that our dude's kind of getting a little bit old.
Don't call me old.
He's 40 years old, and that's getting pretty up there for year 1070. When our main character does die off, we'll be replaced by one of our kids, and like this kid's a thinker. He's already got 3 learning at only 4 years old, and if we right click him, we can educate him. And we're going to educate the kid with our Noidi, which is like our shaman. He's on our council. Dude's got 17 learning, and he also has the mastermind philosopher trait, which I believe he can teach to the kid, and he's got the physician trait, which he might also be able to teach this to the kid. He is disfigured from getting maimed, but I don't think he can like teach that to the kid or anything unless he maims him during training or something. But yeah, we're gonna have this guy teach the kid, and maybe this kid's gonna grow up to be a really good learner. We could also have our spouse give us a huge boost of learning. She's already assisting rulers, so she's giving us a +3, but if we ever focus on patronage, that could boost our learning to +8, and that would boost our learning up to 9, which would make it so we only have 60 years to discover the Forest Warden's tech. But I'm wondering how quick that would go if we had like 20 learning. Also, 60 years may sound like a long time, but in Crusader Kings, it's really not. On this playthrough, I've been doing kind of like a speed run type of thing. I mean, I know I'm not going like world record pace or anything, but I've been trying to expand as quickly as possible, and I've been trying to make the most of our time, which eventually we're going to start speeding it up more. Speaking of expanding as quickly as possible, that's going to get us to our next goal, which is take out this guy over here at Pelham. This guy's going to be our next attack target, and he's got a couple castles. This one has a trading outpost, which gives 0.4 gold, and he only has a tier 1 tribal hold. There's another castle over here, and this one also has a tier 1 tribal hold, but it has a sparring grounds, which increases levies by 150, number of knights by 1, and knight effectiveness by 10%. These things do stack, and we already have 2 of them, which is boosting our champion effectiveness by 20%. Then we also have the perk chivalric dominance, which is increasing it by another 75%, so our knights are almost double effective. So basically, like, this guy's prowess skill of 22 is actually almost 44 when fighting. And yeah, our knights are just owning right now, basically. We don't have the best knights, but we did just start. We do also have another potential knight at our court. This guy's got a lot of martial, but he's not good at fighting. He's only got 3, and I guess he's old. He's 52, so that even lowers it by more. I don't know if we want to pick this guy up for 3 gold only though. 3 gold's not much. I mean, we only have 10, but we're getting 2 gold per month for monthly income. And we'll just send this guy in as fodder basically, and we'll force him to go in. This guy also kind of sucks, our other vassal. We kind of want him to get killed in battle. Like, he does have the mastermind philosopher trait, but his martial sucks. His prowess also sucks, and he really doesn't like us still. We're at negative 19 opinion with him, which over time it's going to go up, but I really don't know if this guy makes for the best vassal. We would like to replace him with someone else. But yeah, so it's time to expand our territory. We're the blue, and this actually is our ally. But we're all of this territory, and we're now going to expand over here down to Pelham. And since we have Bellum Justum, declaring war is actually really cheap on piety. It's only going to cost us 25. So in this game, you can't have any armies on the field when you declare war, so we had to re-raise all of them, and this guy actually came over while we were re-raising our armies, and he started sieging our castle, but we finally got all of our troops over here. We got almost 2k, dude's only got 1400, and our troops are just way better in combat than his. And actually, are we about to run this guy down? I don't know if we want to fight him on this terrain. Oh, okay, we're fighting him. And so I noticed something weird, by the way. I didn't choose to attack him. Like, I pulled back at the very last second, but I noticed that we're now to the defender, which is actually really good. If we attacked that guy over the river, I'm pretty sure he would have got a river battle advantage. But since we're the defender here, we get some bonuses like defending in taiga. We also have the forest fighter advantage, and that's coming from our commander. We're not even the commander here, which is actually really good, because this guy gives us a battle advantage here of +5, and then we also increase the amount of enemy fatal casualties by 25%. I will say their commander trait's pretty good here though. Enemy defensive advantage reduced by 50%, but it only says it's giving them a +2 bonus, which actually makes sense because we're getting only a +4 for defending in taiga. So I guess that trait's maybe not as good as it seems, or maybe it's just not super amazing here. But yeah, right now we have a huge battle advantage of 19, and that's increasing our damage by 38%. So not only do we outnumber this guy, we're getting way more damage than him, and we have a bunch of bowmen, which are not quite as good as the forest wards I talked about earlier. They have 5 less damage. They have no pursuit as well, so it's easier for the enemy to retreat. These stings still counter the opponent's opponent's light footmen, which this guy's a bunch of them. 600 of his units are light footmen, and they're only dealing 69% of the damage due to being countered by our bowmen. And so overall, we should just completely roll this guy. We're starting with 1958 troops, and we have 9 knights too, which I'm sure are way more effective than his 5 knights, because we have all those bonuses. He has 1400 soldiers, and yeah, let's just get this started. So after a couple attacks, he's down to 1158, we're down to 1823, and by the way, we just got a huge events, additional taxes. Our steward's good stewardship just gave us 75 gold, which is crazy for tribals, because it only costs like anywhere from 3 to 10 gold to recruit the best knights. But yeah, our champion was wounded. Oh, that kind of sucks. It's not that bad though, he'll get over it. Just a flesh wound. Champion was wounded again. Okay, one would assume that we'd wound. Okay, there we go, we wounded an enemy. Our chancellor apparently was one of the ones that was wounded. This dude has 14 diplomacy. We don't want this guy to get killed. And yeah, he got severely injured. I believe there's a way we can fix that wound, and we'll try to do that after this battle, which is almost over. We have 1600 still. The dude's only down to 280. He's getting absolutely rolled here. Down to 69, and yeah, most of his troops are now routing. What if we capture any of his troops? Or like if we capture his leader, it's war over. Are we getting raided? We're getting raided down here. That's not good. Where's that happening? Oh, it's happening way over here. Yeah, so this territory is pretty far from our main area. It's gonna be kind of annoying to have to protect this from raids, and they're gonna take some gold from us. And it is harder protecting against raids. Like it only takes, I think, 30 days to raid, like 18 days, and they're already halfway done. What do we lose here? I think it's gonna be like 15 gold, 15 prestige. I didn't actually see. I don't think we lost any prestige though. At least not yet. Maybe once he enters his own territory, we'll lose it. That's not his territory yet. Wait, this guy raided us from really far away. His territory is, I guess, right there. I didn't notice if we lost gold or not there. Meanwhile, back to our war. So we were sieging this guy's castle for a bit, and he ended up running east, and now he's going for one of our castles, potentially our capital. So we're actually just going to pull our troops back here, and we're going to try to just run this guy down. We do have 2 things that are increasing our movement speed here, and actually we're not here because our commander doesn't have the movement speed increase. So we're going to make ourselves the commander here, at least for now. That's going to give us 25% more movement speed, plus the martial perk we picked up, organized march, gives us 15% more. And so yeah, overall we're moving really quick here. This guy is not going to be able to run from us, and I don't even think he knows that we're coming yet. Oh, I think he might see our army now, and he knows, or maybe he doesn't. He's trying to siege our capital. Good luck with that, buddy. Yep, he sees us now. He's not gonna be able to run though, and yeah, he's trying to siege again. Now he's gonna try to run east. Now you're done for, man. You cannot outrun us. We got another kid, very nice. Speaking of kids, by the way, I was talking in the last episode about how we could breed personality traits, but I don't think these are passed down to your kids. And I don't even know if base stats are handed down to kids. And so what I'm thinking here is we want to replace some of our concubines. Like this girl just had our baby, she's not pregnant. Let's just dump her, and there's only one actually in our court right now. I wonder how we can get more concubines. Well, we don't have much choice here for now, but we'll keep an eye out for concubines that have congenital traits that we can pass down to our kids. But yeah, this dude's not running for the hills. We're just gonna try to cross the river and attack him over the river, I think. And there we go, we caught him. And for some reason we're the defender here yet again, even though we engaged on this guy. I'm kind of confused. So we don't get a penalty for attacking over the river, and yeah, we still have a huge battle advantage against this guy. Oh, and one of our kids came of age. What did he pick up? Charismatic negotiator, a 3-star diplomacy trait. It's not super amazing. I'm looking more for the learning trait. The kid does have 8 prowess though, so he's gonna be a semi-decent knight. But yeah, let's see how this battle unfolds. 1983 versus 844, and I think after the battle we're just gonna chase this guy down and just keep beating him down until he's out of troops. We killed one of them. Okay, phew. I saw the killed and I was scared that it was us. Champion made one of them. Okay, very nice. And they're now retreating. Please let us just capture the leader. We wounded another one of them. Yeah, these guys are not doing too good for themselves. So I'm not sure how the retreat mechanic works in this game. Like, these guys are getting away here, even though like we're moving quicker than them. You'd think we'd be able to just attack them again, but no. We're just gonna follow them and see where they go. I think once they get into their own territory, then they're attackable again. But yeah, the movement speed is so OP. Like, we can actually just see where this guy goes and give him even a couple days head start. But we make it there, well, that time I was a bit slow, but we usually make it there quicker than him. And I think once he gets back into his territory, we are going to be able to, yep, we can attack him in his own territory. We have 2169, I think it said, and he's started with like 500. And we killed one of them. Okay, I don't really like killing them. I want to just take them prisoner. That'd be the most ideal, but I'm not really complaining here. The guy's running now. We're just gonna keep chasing him. Whoa, we just got 250 piety for free. Our spouse's average learning skill led to this windfall. Very nice. I will say this is one of the more annoying wars I've had to fight. And there we go, we chased him down. Is this his territory even? Yeah, it is. It's funny, like he started his own territory and then he retreated back to his own territory this way. But yeah, we're just cleaning this guy up. And nice, we finally captured the leader. The war's over, which is good. That gave us a huge boost to our war score. We were at 50% only, and that gave us us another 50. Oh, and this could be a good play. So if we don't want to end the war just yet, we could ransom their leader for 100 gold. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. 100 gold would be over double our gold amount. And we got another prisoner too, by the way, Amort, who sucks really bad. Wow. He has 0 prowess because he's maimed, and I think maimed doesn't actually go away. Also, if we execute him, we'd gain dread, but he's of the same faith as us, so we'd lose piety. And we gain a lot of stress too because we're just. I didn't even notice that. I don't think we want to execute him or even recruit him. I think we're just going to let him go, and we're going to gain a hook on him, and we can just demand a favor for him later on. But after ransoming our leader, I'm sure the war is not going to be over here. Yep, our war score went down to 42% only, but I think that's definitely worth 100 gold here. And now we're just going to go down here and siege. This is not their capital, actually. This is just one of their holdings. This guy only has 79 troops though, so it's literally just a matter of time before we take this over. Oh, and here we go. We got a random martial events. So 2 of our vassals are going at it in a heated argument, and these guys are pretty insane with their martial skill. This dude's got 21, this dude's got 17. They're both discussing strategies, and because our martial skill is so good, we have this option. I know how we can employ both strategies, and we're all gonna get some nice combat bonuses here. 5 attacker advantage and more enemy fatal casualties by 10%. And we get improved defense too. Defender advantage +5 and controlled territory defender advantage +2. So if we're fighting inside our territory, I think it gives us just a +2. And then these guys also get those bonuses too. Normally we'd have to pick sides and one person would gain relation with us, one person would lose, but I think definitely the best option here is this one. I know we can employ both strategies, so yeah, we'll do that, and we'll just continue sieging this guy. We only got 3 months left in the siege. Well, I noticed we got some potential raiders coming in over here. It's weird though, this guy's our ally. I wonder if he can raid our territory. That'd be kind of odd if he decided to do that, but it says like this army is hostile, so I'm just kind of confused here. Either way, I think we're just gonna keep sieging, even if, okay, yeah, it looks like he's, well, I don't know what he's doing actually. And this girl wants to be our soulmates. Would we like that? I mean, she is lustful, so she's cranking out a lot of babies. I mean, our dude's not gonna live forever. He's 42 now. Sure, Oshama, I am yours now and forever. I think that means we're just gonna have more babies with her, maybe. Oh gosh, should I read all this? Where am I? What's going on? I peer into the darkness. There's someone beside my bedroom window. She's now our soulmate and she lays with me. And we gain 10 opinion of her. And I'm guessing, I mean, she's gonna have babies soon or something. But yeah, we're approaching the end of the siege. We got 50 days left. And let's see where this dude's going. I don't think he's gonna raid us. It's just weird that it says it's a hostile army. Yeah, he's not trying to raid us. He's trying to raid this guy, which is not good actually for us. We don't want him to raid this thing because this is the territory we're about to take. Now, of course, he's raiding it. Maybe we could end the war right now actually if we take this county, because we have 33% war score. This is going to give us like, I think 50 because it's 1 out of 2. Yeah, give us 48 war score. And then now we're going to have to take this one too. Unfortunately, we didn't capture anyone that was important to this guy. And ooh, we got a martial perk. And we can now pick up hit and run, which is going to increase our archer damage by 30%. I was also looking at our other perks, and I think courtship actually might not be as useless as I originally thought. So if we right click one of our kids and we go to find spouse, and then I'm going to go to toggle filters and I'm going to sort by traits that are inheritable, we could have our leader potentially seduce one of these women that do have inheritable traits. Like this girl down here has the intelligent trait, which is really good. Unfortunately with this girl, there's a 0% chance of this working because she's deceitful and she dislikes honest and just. But then like this girl's kind of down. There's a 65% chance because she's wrathful and she likes honest. Our rank is higher than her, and we have the courtship perk, which is going to boost our chances by 30. And she does have the comely trait. This trait can be passed down to kids, and it increases diplomacy by 1, fertility by 10%, and attraction by 10. I know I did tell Oshama I'm hers now and forever, but unfortunately we're going to have to betray that promise. And yeah, we're going to start this scheme. It's going to take 3 years apparently, but if this does work out, I think we can make this girl one of our concubines. I'm not really sure. Oh, and here we go. Romance, declaration of love. Time has come to let my feelings towards Gunes be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. So there's some options here that I think are based off of our skills. Like I'm guessing sing a love ballad is based off of our diplomacy skill maybe. Write a love poem I guess would be based off of like learning. Winning a sparring match would be based off of martial or prowess. Go with my gut would be based off of maybe prowess. Those are just my guesses anyways, but yeah, we're gonna try to impress her by winning a sparring match because our prowess is pretty good and our martial is really good. I recruit one of my most senior soldiers and set out for Tomsk. We practice our routine after each day's ride. The soldier fights valiantly, but I disarm him with a final flawless thrust. Gunes won't resist my charms for long, and our scheme continues. Okay. Meanwhile, down here, it looks like our ally is actually giving up his raid, which is good. So Pelham's not gonna be eluded once we take it over. Oh, and our counselor died. He, I guess, was our chancellor. He did have 14 diplomacy. Our son has 12 though. So maybe we'll put him on the court as our chancellor. If we do find a better chancellor later on with better diplomacy, then our son shouldn't mind too much if we kick him off because we have a really good relation with him. So yeah, we're gonna make him the Chancellor. I also did notice we have someone that we can recruit to our court. This guy Amort is gonna cost only 3 gold, and he's a competent fighter with 12 prowess. So he'll make for a good knight. But yeah, the Siege of Pelham is almost over. We've been at it for a few months, and there's only 2 days left. And we got it. We got a few prisoners and another valuable hostage. This kid is this guy's heir, and he's gonna pay us 11 gold for him only because he doesn't have the full ransom of 25. Yeah, let's just ransom this kid off. And what about this guy Artie? Dude has a lot of traits actually, and like he's got 10 prowess. This guy's solid. He is old though. He's 49.
Don't call me old.
Let's recruit this guy, and he's not gonna like us that much, I think, because forcibly recruited. He's also deceitful versus honest too, so we lose 10 relation with him for that. Meanwhile, over here, our war is actually over if we want it to be, and yeah, we want it to be. We expand our territory even more. We now got Pelham over here with its sparring grounds, and that increased our number of knights by 1 and knight effectiveness by 10%. So our champion effectiveness is now 205%, and we now have 10 max knights. So now I'm wondering where we expand to next. Like, we can't attack Pelham anymore because we have a truce with these guys. And they're also getting attacked right now by our ally. He's trying to expand into their territory, which he's going to be successful at doing it because dude only has 600 troops, and this guy for some reason called an ally to war, even though he would have probably owned him. Like, he has 1152 troops. He almost doubles this guy's troops. I'm not sure why he had to call an ally. Kind of a waste of prestige if you ask me. And over here on our border, actually, we got this dude who's kind of wounded. Like, his main leader is actually wounded. His levy count is currently kind of low. I guess he just did some battle or something. He also does have 300 light footmen, which, as you guys know, we do counter that. And so I think we should probably attack him next. That'd be a pretty free county to take. And they also do have a Spartan grounds, which is going to increase our number of knights by 1 yet again, and our knight effectiveness by another 10%. And I believe we still do get this bonus, even if we give this over to like a vassal, which like right now we need to decide who we want to give Pelham over to. I guess just this guy, Chieftain Pyrea, and this is going to put him at the domain cap because this is the 3rd holding we're going to give him. Oh, and after doing that, actually, we did lose the bonus. Our champion effectiveness is down to 195%, and our champion cap is now at 9. So I guess it applies to him and his knights now, which I mean, I guess that's still going to benefit us. Maybe we should build some war camps in our capital. They are kind of expensive though. They cost 82 gold and 200 prestige. I don't know if that's worth. Like, we kind of need the gold and prestige. Another thing we do with our prestige is we can invite some more champions to our court, and this is going to invite at least 3 able-bodied men with 12 or more prowess to our court. It's going to cost us 150 prestige, but I think it's worth to do because it's going to give us some really good knights potentially. So that brings us down to 372 prestige. Would we want to spend 200 of it on building these war camps? Like, maybe the extra levy size would be nice, and the extra number of knights would be nice too. Or on second thought, maybe we'll wait a bit. It is nice to have a little bit of extra gold and prestige just kind of lying around in case we need it. And yeah, we now raise all of our troops. We got 1,000 coming in here from the east, and we're actually just going to send these 400 over here right away to siege. I don't think this guy can even stop us. Like, the dude only has, well, he has 524. Okay, I can definitely stop these 400. We'll pull back. We got our first champion. That was quick. Dude's got 15 prowess. He doesn't have much martial though. I was kind of looking for someone that has good martial, but yeah, he'll be a solid knight. We'll pick him up. He only costs 3 gold too. Very nice. You know what? Maybe we can siege. These guys haven't raised their troops yet, I don't think, unless they're out in the field somewhere. Yeah, they only have 300 cap now, and I think they can't raise them while we're sieging, so I think he's pretty screwed. We need to raise them earlier. Not that it would have mattered too much. Oh, and we got a call to war. Chieftain Kobiak. Was this the guy of Simi? Oh yeah, he's way over in freaking the middle of nowhere. Yes, we're up here at Kazum, and Simi's all the way down here. There's no reason for us to help this guy at war. Meanwhile, over here on the siege, we got 2 months left, and yeah, there's nothing this guy can do. We got another champion. Please have good martial skill. He does not. He has 14 prowess though, so that's another knight. We got a girl at our court. She is actually decent at martial, and she's okay at prowess. Like, she'd be a good vassal maybe, but our society is male dominated, and like, I don't even think we can make this girl a vassal if we wanted to. She has good stewardship too, and she's greedy, which increases her monthly income. I think she would make for an amazing vassal. Let's try to make her a vassal after we take this over. And okay, we won the siege. Since that's this guy's only holding, the war is now over if we want it to be, and yeah, we want it to be. And yeah, unfortunately, we cannot grant this to a female. I don't know who we want our next vassal to be. Like, I want them to have good martial, but then I also want them to have good stewardship. Like, this guy really doesn't like us though, is the only thing, and he's kind of old too. Like, he's 49. We have one more champion that's going to show up in our court pretty soon, I think, and so maybe he'll have good martial. In the meantime, we'll just give this domain over to our other vassal, and this is going to give him 3 domains total, so he's going to be capped out. And yeah, the dude really likes us, so he's not going to defect or anything. The question now is, where do we expand next? Like, this guy over here at Permia is actually expanding his territory over here to Laya. He's about to obliterate this kid, and like, this is our only expansion expansion path, really. So the west isn't looking so good for us. To the south, we got our ally, and this guy actually is kind of in our path of expansion. I wonder if we end up backstabbing him potentially. Like if we attack an ally, we spend a bunch of prestige, we lose a level of fame, but we gain attack an ally for 3 years. It's really not a good thing. I wonder if there's a way to just make this guy not our ally anymore. Like the only reason why he's our ally, I think, is because we married into him with this girl, I believe it was. Or wait, this girl's a part of the Turkic group. I think she's connecting us to our ally over here at Simi. What if we just dump her, or like divorce her? Or can we like murder her? There's a really good chance actually that this works. 95% chance. We do gain a bunch of stress though if this happens. Or instead of all that stress, we could just divorce her for 100 piety, and like we do have 430. And maybe we just do that. Like she's getting freaking old too. She's 50 years old.
Don't call me old.
Let's do that. Let's divorce her, and then this girl's no longer our spouse. Not sure how that's gonna affect our alliance situation. Okay, yeah, so this guy's no our ally. That's fine. Let's find this guy a new spouse now. The question now is, do we want to marry for like alliance power here? Like betrothing to this kid could give us an alliance of 3100. With Kumania, apparently, this dude's territory is really split up though. This guy, he's pretty close. He's got 700 troops. I don't know if we really care about the alliance though that much. I will say though, if we do want to marry someone for their traits, like this girl's fecund, which increased fertility by 50%, it's going to cost us 200 prestige, and like we're down to 379. Or if we're really not picky about traits, like this girl's got the possess trait, which actually gives a moderate penalty to health. I don't know if we want our kids to have this trait is the only thing. It lowers attraction. It does increase monthly learning lifestyle XP though, and this girl's stats are actually really good. She's got 17 in martial, so she could give us a huge boost to martial. We also don't lose prestige from marrying her. I think it's our best option here. If we have her focus on chivalry, she's going to give us a 11 bonus to her martial, so we're at 26 now. And with that new boost to our martial skill, it's going to give us some more troops, and like our trooper punish rate is going to go up. I feel like we should just go on a rampage east maybe. Like our territory is kind of divided off here, which is annoying. I don't know if it really matters that much. Like we did give away this territory to one of our vassals, but yeah, let's just expand over here to the Vasugan Mire. Let's take out Cheech. This guy we're about to attack is also attacking someone else, and he's only got 650 troops, and he's got no ally, so this should be pretty free. So yeah, we mobilized all our troops. These guys are going to take a while to get here, but we're sieging with 466, and I think this should be enough. We were able to raise these troops right away because they're mostly our bowmen and our knights, and you can put them whenever. You can just literally drop them on the field wherever you want, but your levies have to be kind of in the area of their respective territory. Like they won't just transport themselves over here. But yeah, these 462 troops should definitely be enough. And we got another champion arrived at our court. This is our last one. Please say he's good with martial. He's not, and he's got a mediocre prowess level. We got pretty unlucky with our knights there. Like they have a minimum of 12 prowess, so it's like they barely got the minimum there. It's not uncommon for a lot of these knights to have like 20 prowess, but yeah, we'll just pick this guy up for 3 gold. I think that's probably our last one too, and we can't call more knights for 9 more years, I think, but oh well. There was another girl we had at our court, Kunava, and I just picked her up for 3 gold. She's got a lot of good traits. Like she's got 3 commander traits, and she's a brilliant strategist. I picked her up for the sole reason of I want to have her educate one of our kids, and like maybe this kid will grow up to be a super good commander or something. I think that's worth 3 gold. Oh, and here we go. Over here, this guy is retreating with some of his troops. He was attacking, but now he's on the defensive. This dude, our neighboring ruler, is attacking us. Okay, here we go. This guy's got 3,300 troops, and his ally has 873. I wonder if he's going to be able to turn the ally onto us. I don't think so though, because like this guy's allied to us. It's just, can we take on 3,300 troops is the only thing. We're kind of in the middle of a war too, which is not ideal timing. One thing we can do that someone pointed out in the comment section, and a lot of people actually upvoted it, is with some of our prestige, we can pick up some more bowmen. We can actually increase the size of the men-at-arms regiments to potentially 5. And yeah, so this was a mistake to make 4 separate regiments, and I don't think we can combine them or anything. We could have had like 4 bowman units, and then like we could have maybe picked up a spearman or something, but it's not really a big deal because everyone nearby only has light footmen. Bowmen counter those, so we're not really messing up too bad there. But yeah, we're gonna pick up 2 more, I think, for most of our prestige. The only thing though is we're not gonna get these right away, so they're not really gonna help us too much in this war, I don't think. By the way, we can call our allies to war. And wait, this guy will accept our call to war if we do it first, I guess. War on another ally lowers it by 25. Okay, yeah, let's do that. That will definitely win us the war, I think. We can also call on our other ally over here, this kid who's really far away, but we'll just do it anyways. Maybe he'll come over here and help us out. I don't know. But yeah, so we're sieging over here. We got 21 days left on the siege, and this dude's trying to stop us with his 486 troops. And the guy who's attacking us has already raised 1,800, and he's sending them in. So I'm not sure what we want to do here. He should have more too, or never mind, actually, he's only got 1800. I guess the 3K number was factoring in his ally as well. So yeah, that was kind of a mistake on his part, I think. Okay, so I've decided to split off our armies a bit because we don't need all of our troops to attack this guy. We got our ally helping. We're gonna send 684 east to try to win this war over here. This guy only has 486. We send 100 bowmen over here to make it a bit easier too, because yeah, this guy does have a bunch of footmen, 167 of them. And so I think these 684 troops should have no problem winning that war for us. In the meantime, over here on the west, we got our ally coming in to help us here, and this guy actually wants to fight. I don't know if we want to fight him though. I think we'll just try to walk by him and go for like his capital. He's gonna walk right on by though, is the only thing. So maybe we have to run him down. I think that's probably the best play, just to chase him down. Don't let him siege any of our stuff. Okay, so we got a few updates. First, we ended up taking, I think, a few valuable hostages actually. Like yeah, we got 4 prisoners, and I think a lot of these guys are valuable to this dude. Yeah, 100 gold for this girl. I think this girl is his heir, and wow, she's actually really good at stewardship. She's got 15, and she's got the Midas touch education trait. Yeah, we could actually recruit her, and we could have her teach one of our kids to potentially become a 4-star stewardship professional. I don't think we can make her our steward, and unfortunately we can't make her a vassal. She'd be a really good vassal because she'd just be making so much money. But yeah, I think we'll try to recruit her, and then we'll ransom off these other 2 kids for 25 gold each. And actually, if we do this, we won't be ending the war, but that's okay. We only need to send our army over here to occupy one last county, and the war will be over anyways. We also did pick up another martial perk, and I'm thinking we're gonna go for Kingsguard, increase our number of knights by 4, and we have tons of knights right now. Or potential knights that are just kind of sitting around. Like, yeah, we got 9 out of 13 champions. It's about to cap out, I think. Yeah, 13 out of 13. I think we have even more than 13. Like, we got so many dudes. So yeah, that just added 4 more knights to our army. I think that's really good. Meanwhile, in our main war that we're doing right now, this guy ran with his 1800 troops pretty far away. We tried to chase him down, but we weren't really all that successful at it, mainly because we ended up running out of supplies, so we had to pull back into our territory, resupply up, and now we're just sieging one of his castles, and we're gonna see what he does here. And our ally is actually sieging his other one too, so we're being really efficient here. If the guy does attack us, then we might take a lot of casualties is the only thing. Oh, and we got, oh no, we ended up losing a battle over here. We have 1,000 troops over here. I think our ally is, oh, this is the one ally that we had. This little kid sent over some troops to help us. I don't know how this guy got 892 troops though, is the only thing. Like, I don't know where all these troops came from because it said this guy only has 248. We ended up losing a lot of troops though in that battle, which sucks. We're gonna have to pull these troops back, I guess, and then maybe we can re-attack this guy. And ooh, we got events. One of our vassals, this guy, ended up finding some kind of loophole that gives us the ability to get an unpressed claim on this guy's territory, which this guy is our vassal that hates us. He's the guy we subjugated earlier. So we can steal this from him, but this will just make him hate us more, and I don't really know if there's a reason to take this from him. I don't think anything happens besides we just lose relation with this guy. I think this event would actually be helpful if we hadn't already subjugated him. And I'm guessing maybe the game just doesn't realize we've already taken him out. I'm not sure on that one because I'm pretty sure there's no reason to have a claim on your own territory. I just don't think it does anything. So yeah, we're gonna have him keep his title, and we're gonna gain some relation with that guy, which is good. Less chance he'd effects before maybe we can hopefully get him killed in some kind of battle. Meanwhile, over here, I did find out why this guy ended up attacking us. And the reason being is this guy is actually not the guy we're trying to attack. He is trying to take over this guy's territory. I'm not sure what he's going for here. It says he's trying to take Umai, and I'm wondering if after he takes that, if our war is going to be over, because this dude's not going to have any territories left. Meanwhile, on our front lines, we've split up our armies and we're sieging their castle, and oh, this guy's actually pulling back. He's not trying to fight these 2,000 troops. I left 500 here, and actually I left all of our bowmen here. That was a mistake. This guy might be able to take us. We don't have any of our men-at-arms with us. But yeah, I think it's actually better just to leave the minimum amount sieging. Oh, and actually after taking that, it's war over. Occupying their capital and 3 of their counties is enough. We can now enforce our demands on this dude, which is going to give us 25 gold and 150 prestige. That's really good because we're low on prestige and we can always use more gold. I will say that was kind of annoying getting attacked while we were on the offensive over here, but we did get a lot for defending against that attack, so I'm not really complaining. We're gonna head back east and continue our war over here, which will definitely just crush this guy now. And this guy over here just gave up, I guess, trying to attack Umai. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I guess we'll take it for ourselves. And by the way, we're losing 1% of our troops each month while sieging. And I'm wondering here if we split off a bunch of our army here, like 600 levies, and we give them like Artie as the commander, which lowers siege phase time by 30%. If we just leave this army here, which like, yeah, it went down to 4 months instantly, I'm pretty sure having that guy as the commander is gonna make this go quicker. Cause like right now, this should end on May 25th if we combine our armies here. It's going to end on May 11th. So we'll actually go quicker if we have all of our armies here. And yeah, more troops actually does make it go a bit quicker. Not by much though, only by like 13 days or something. Let's change the commander though, and let's see if that affects it. Not by much here. So I'm not really sure what this trait does. The siege phase time by 30%. Maybe we have to have siege weapons when we're attacking. I'm not really sure. Oh, and our romance scheme is coming along apparently. I'm attending a dance in Tardis to spend some time with goons. When I arrive, I find her stuck in conversation with High Chieftain Tyuk of Vassian Mire. The obnoxious man drones on, totally oblivious to Gune's discomfort. I will take her place. Better that I suffer than her. We gain 40 stress and we get chronic headache, which gives us a penalty to health for 10 years. Whoa, this guy must be really boring. This gives us a moderate penalty to health and increases stress gain by 10%, but then we gain a bit of scheme success chance. Enough, you are boring the lady to death. We spend 35 prestige. We grow closer to forming a rivalry with this guy, and this guy loses opinion of us, but then we gain scheme success chance. Okay, yeah, maybe we do that. Like, I think it might be good that we form a rivalry with this guy anyways. And we don't really care too much about 35 prestige. We got 258. We got sieges almost done. This should be the war over here. Yep, we control all of their stuff. Before we end the war, he will ransom his wife for 23 gold, so let's do that. And crap, I just realized we attacked Kazim, which was not Cheech, which is what's bordering our territory, and that's what I wanted to attack. But that's okay, I guess. We'll eventually take over Vassigan Mire. Oh, and now we actually inherited this guy's war. Since we took the territory he was trying to attack, he's now attacking us, and dude's got 425 troops. It's funny because my plan right after that siege was just to attack this guy anyways. But yeah, we're almost done with the siege. And he's got 696 troops just kind of chilling. Oh, and we got a peasant revolt. And yeah, we're gonna have to fight a bunch of peasants basically, which is kind of annoying, but we can call our allies to war here and they will actually just destroy these peasants for us. So with this peasant revolt, they have 4 armies of 400 troops and they actually don't have enough to take our capital. Like, I don't know what these guys are doing over here. Oh, we got a new martial perk. I guess we'll just go for gallant. Like, it's actually a pretty good perk. It gives us 2 martial, 4 prowess, extra prestige per month, and more attraction. And like, peacemaker is not actually that bad. It gives us 10 more peace acceptance, so I think we only have to get to 90% war score now to end wars. And yeah, to end the war we're currently doing, we only need 3 more war score, which is actually good because this little kid has an ally that's coming for us. Dude only has 1,600 troops, but yeah, it's kind of annoying nonetheless. But yeah, with these peasants, they're kind of split off, and like, these guys are trying to siege our capital, but they don't have enough troops. They need, I think, more than our garrison. We have 735 garrison in our capital, which is really nice because that fort level 2. And then actually 400 of their troops are now sieging our ally because he's helping out against these peasants. So that's kind of funny. I think our ally is going to come over here and wipe them out maybe. We will end up being able to help out soon probably though, because our war is literally over in like 1%, I think. Our war score needs to get to 90% now, and then it should be over, which is, yep, I think it's over. They will accept our demands, and he's going to pay us 38 gold and we get 150 prestige. Yeah, so that actually worked out really well that we took Chasm, because we ended up getting an extra 38 gold and 150 more prestige since we took that. This guy was trying to take that for himself. That worked out really well. Meanwhile, over here, the peasants ended up taking one of our allies' holdings, which, like, it's not going to be a permanent thing, but that's just kind of funny that our ally decided to involve himself in this war, and then he's now fighting it all on his own, and yeah, he's actually cleaning up these peasants for us. Wow, these guys actually have a pretty good commander. He's got 20 martial skill. This is the leader of their revolt too. I think that this guy will end up joining us after we end up winning this whole thing, unless our ally just captured their leader, which I hope he didn't. But yeah, this should be event over once. Yeah, our ally just did the event for us, and now we can enforce our demands on this guy. We get locals pacified for 10 years, so we get more popular opinion, which I think just makes it less likely that we get another revolt. And then we get to imprison their leader. And yeah, if this guy does have 20 martial skill, which he, holy crap, he does. This guy might be our next vassal. He's also got peasant leader, so he gets more popular opinion, which I think that might be another reason why he'd be a good vassal. He's also brave too, which is virtuous to us. Yeah, this guy could be our next vassal, I think. Dude really doesn't like us though, is the only thing. He's really angry, and he's gonna have that for a while. It only goes down by 1.2 per year. He's also gonna be even more pissed that we forcibly recruit him, but if we make him a vassal and we give him territory, that might make him happy. So yeah, let's make this guy our vassal and let's give him over this territory we just picked up, which, holy crap, we're at negative 75 with him now because he wants a seat on the council. And oh wait, this guy has 15 diplomacy, so he could be our chancellor. So we'll put him on the council and we'll fire our kid. She shouldn't be too upset about that. We're now at negative 25 with him. If we give him over more territory though, I think that's going to make him happy. Well, let's find out. So we're going to attack this little kid and we're going to steal Igaron from him. I like Igaron because it does have a sparring grounds and it does have a trading outpost, and I think both these should benefit our vassal. But yeah, we conquered 2 of that guy's territory when we got, I think this is the final romance scheme event. When When Goon's liege, High Chieftain Tutyuk. Oh, okay, this guy is her liege. I think she's in his court. That's why we got those events earlier that involved this guy. When her liege invited me to a hunt, I did not hesitate to accept. I'm stalking through the underbrush, my page at my heel and my hound just ahead. Then suddenly my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. Apparently our scheme here has a 75% chance of working because I guess that kindness event we did earlier. So we got a +10 here, and yeah, we can do I'm coming for you, my love, which goes ahead with it, or we can say perhaps it'd be wiser to send the page, which would make us spend 75 prestige and the scheme ends. I don't know why we'd want to do that. Or it was probably just a bird. It ends the scheme and there's a 33% chance she's wounded. I don't even know why the other two exist. Like, they just end the scheme and only negatives happen. I'm coming for you, my love. Within what must have been a minute but felt like an hour, I reach a clearing. Opposite her and just about to strike stands a huge lion. My arrow strikes true and the beast falls to the ground. For a moment, all Goons can do is stare. One sweet kiss is the only reward I crave. Goons and I share a kiss. Goons gains 10 opinion of me, and this ends the scheme. Wait, so all we get is 10 opinion and a kiss out of that? We gain 75 prestige as well. So I wouldn't say that scheme was super successful. I think she could have become our soulmate off of it, but we can now seduce her. I would try another romance scheme on her, but we can't do that for a while. So yeah, we're just gonna do this. 85% chance she becomes our lover, and I think if that works out, it may be easier to invite her to the court. There's a -45 right now because her opinion of us is kind of low, but if this works out and she becomes our lover, that might give us a huge boost to her opinion of us. So yeah, we're gonna start the scheme, and we're also gonna continue with our war on this dude. This kid has an ally he called a war, and together they have 1,800 troops, but we're about to take his capital, and I think the war is gonna be over because we have 61% war score, and the capital is gonna give us a huge boost. And yep, the war's over. We captured a valuable hostage as well. This girl is not that good. Like, she has a gluttonous trait, which kind of sucks. I think we just sell her off for 10 gold. And then we can ransom over this girl too. She does have the frail trait, which lowers prowess. And yeah, overall, she just doesn't look that good. So we're just gonna ransom her for 10 more gold. And oh, we actually are only at 99% war score after doing that. So we have to just wait for like probably, or wait, it's actually not gonna matter. I forgot we only need 90% war score in order to end wars now. So yeah, it should be war over. And this guy's sieging this castle, but it's not gonna matter. Yeah. So yeah, we just captured Igaran over here, which we're gonna give over to the peasant leader Vassal we just picked up. And that's gonna boost his opinion of us from -27 up to 13. So we're in the positive now, at least. We can also give him over one more territory too. So he's gonna like us quite a bit after that. One thing I also did notice, and I don't know how long this has been here, but we can create the Kingdom of Ukraine now, which is a huge deal. We can make a kingdom title. It's going to cost 250 gold, and actually being that we're tribal, it lowers the base cost by 50%. And basically we need 7 of the 12 de jure counties. Down here in the bottom right, if we sort by kingdom titles, and it shows the kingdom titles and their de jure lands on the map, we can see the lands that are separated by their de jure titles, I guess. And yeah, the Kingdom of Yugra, we could have made this a while ago, I think. I don't think we've had the amount of gold required though for all that long. Like, we did ransom off a bunch of people recently, so they gave us a huge boost to our gold. But yeah, we're gonna create this title. And now we are a mighty king, which that gave us a bunch of prestige. We can also make another men-at-arms regiment, which we're not gonna do that for now. We're gonna save that to counter a really powerful enemy. I think with that we might end this episode, and here's our Kingdom of Yugra now. It's not really connected that well right now. Like, we got some impassable terrain separating this off. Our ally is kind of blocking us here, and we're gonna end up probably backstabbing this guy later. And then over here to the east, we got a bunch of territory that we do need to conjoin. We need to take out 2 of these territories, which we will eventually take back once we can declare war on this guy. We do have a truce with him for quite a while, but once that's over, this guy's done for. And yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna end it right here, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. If you are liking it, then drop a like, and I will see you in the next one.